Hey, what's up, YouTube? Derek here, bringing you guys a kind of a pickup video, but I've also got some announcements that are going to be after I show what I got today. No, yesterday. Today is Sunday. These are Saturday scores. And I actually have a pickup video I recorded like a week ago that also still needs to be uploaded, but I didn't upload it because of that yard sale video, so maybe you'll see it. Who knows? But I'll show you all what we got. Me and my buddy, typical Saturday, got up, went to the flea market, and again, last week did really good. This week did really good. So we're walking through the flea market, and the first thing I find is this: Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox One for $5, which is a great deal. I think this is still $30 at GameStop, and I don't think you're going to get it less than $25 on eBay. But my buddy I think he got Rise of the Tomb Raider, but it's in there. And it's funny because I, of course, just installed this on this is the, well, it's not in there. This is the PS3 version, and I was playing through it because I got my PS3. But now I can sell this and just play it on here. So, great. Actually, and I completely forgot to show these. Technically, these are the first deals of the week. I met up with a lady on Facebook for $5 each and got Dead Space Extraction on the Wii. And Super Mario Galaxy 2. And I'm really upset because, well, I'm not upset. I didn't know when I bought it. I was like, alright, $5 regardless. It's fine. And there's no manual. But the discs look okay. I'm debating on selling this and just finding one with a manual, but, it is what it is. So, after I found the Grand Theft Auto 5, walking through the flea market some more, and I come across a box of some random games. There's a couple Genesis games in there. And, I know the guy selling him. His name is Paul. I've known him for years. I didn't even meet him through video games. I met him through records, but now he sells video game stuff too. And these were in his box of new trade-ins, so he didn't know what the prices were. And he's usually pretty good on his prices, though. He's a fair guy. But I got both of these for $10, which I thought was a pretty cool deal. So the first one is Subterranea. Complete. And I actually never knew this was a shooter. I don't even know if I've ever seen this game. This is like a $10, $15 game maybe. But this one was cool. It's Beauty and the Beast Belle's Quest. And this is like a $20 game. Unfortunately, though, it is, in fact, missing the manual. But the cartridge is in beautiful condition. So, it was hilarious. So, he looked this one up, and he told me he'd take 5. He didn't even bother to look this one up. He looked at it and said, "Oh, I know that one's not going to be worth more than $5." And we got it for $5. So cool, cool to get that. I'll save the last thing I got at the flea market for the end of the video because it's definitely the coolest in my opinion. Anyway, so after that, we were at GameStop. I had to get something, which is in relation to this last thing that I got, but. This was marked at $4, and it's still sealed, which I really couldn't pass up, even though I know it's only like $10 new, shipped on eBay. But for $3.99, I got the Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival bundle, and like I said, I don't know if you can see it. It's still sealed, which is very, very cool. Like I said, I don't have a Wii U. I don't care about this game. I'm never going to play it, but I figure maybe I can take it to the Too Many Games convention and trade it to someone or give it to somebody. I thought that was cool for $4. And then after that, I was at my local game store, and I saw these. For some reason, these weren't in the glass case. They were like behind the counter on a shelf with the Genesis games. But for $10 a piece, I thought that was a pretty good deal. I think they're both like $20 games in this, especially in this condition. These are in amazing condition. We got F-15 Strike Eagle for the NES. A little bulged out because it's so packed in here, and I need to finagle it. These are even complete with the cartridge baggie, So, and then we got Roundaball. You know, not the best titles, but you know, these are in excellent condition. And I think they're about $20 a piece, maybe even a little more in this condition. So that was a cool find. But the cool find of the day, and I've already got it hooked up, but I've got the box to show you, was this. I was at the flea market, and we were walking down the aisle, and I just happened to spot this on the ground. And it's a PlayStation TV system here. If you don't know what a PlayStation TV is, it's basically a consoleized Vita, and it also can remote play with the PS4. But you can use a PS3 controller for it, which is awesome, because I only have a PS3 controller. And it was only marked for $30. And I paid the $30 because you're not going to get them less than 50, 60 used on eBay. And it was all in there. The only thing missing was the generic piece of the power cable that plugs into the main part, but it's the same plug as a PS3 cable, and I've got like tons of those. And it even came with a memory card, which was a bonus. So for $30, that was an awesome deal. And I already hooked it up and tried it out, and it does work. So $30 was awesome. I really wanted one of these because I love the Vita, and I sold my Vita many, many years ago, and I would like to get another one. But the Vita is still very expensive used. I think it's still like $150. And when they came out, they were so expensive. But when this launched, it only launched for $100. And for $30 to basically get a Vita, I'm cool with that. And it was really, really awesome that it had the box. Anyway, it didn't come with a game. So I had to buy something to test it. So I went to GameStop. I went to one GameStop, and the only games they had I wasn't interested in. I went to my local game store, couldn't find anything, and then I went to the other GameStop, and I found one game that looked pretty kind of interesting. It was $18, and I thought it was a dating simulator, and I was going to buy it to stream it just because I thought it'd be hilarious, but it's actually a beat 'em up when I looked it up, and it's Senran Kagura Estival Versus? And the plot sounds ridiculous, like all these games. Things get really steamy when 4 factions of female ninja find themselves transported into an island of endless summer. The Bucks and Beauties prepare to take on a new kind of battle, facing not only the rivals, but questions galore. Can the island's mysterious mistress be trusted? Will the other schools play fair or cheap? Will there be time to enjoy the beach before the fighting begins? Will anyone manage to keep their clothes intact? It sounds like one of those very lewd Japanese games, but I don't know. I love beat 'em up, so I was like, all right, $18, whatever. I haven't played it yet. Installed it to make sure it worked, but I haven't played it yet. But that's all we found yesterday. So, you know, for 30, 35, 45, 55, like $70, and then the 2 weekend, $80, not bad. But a couple announcements. The big one being I am going to the Too Many Games convention next month. It is June 22nd through the 24th. I will be there all 3 days. I'm very, very excited to go. So that's going to be awesome. But the other announcement is I'm going to be changing my focus in collecting a little bit. And there's a big reason, and it is space. The current place that I'm living, and once I move, I'll have even less space. I really can't afford to collect for more than a couple systems. So I'm getting rid of everything pre my childhood. So I'm really only going to be focusing on the NES. I mean, not the NES. The N64, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and up is what I played when I was a kid. Yeah, I had a Game Boy and a few odd games. And my neighbor had an NES, but I only ever played Mario Duck Hunt and Al Unser Jr. Turbo Racing. So, with that being said, I'm going to be taking, hopefully, if I don't need the money that bad, I'm trying to save all of my stuff, and I'm just going to take it with me to the convention, and hopefully be able to trade for everything that I want. Trade or sell, whatever. But ideally, to spend the least amount of money as possible at the convention would be great, just because, it is a convention, and people are asking convention prices. But I've got like that Robo Elise, I've got my boxed NES stuff, a couple Super Nintendo games. I've got these two loose, Gradius and Raiden Trad, that I'll be taking with me. And like I said, it's mainly due to space, but I'm really going to be focusing on the N64. I have a list of the games that all the games I had when I was a kid. It's like 13 or 14, I think, on the list, and then there's another few that I need, that I love, that I've discovered when I started collecting, and that's going to be the main focus. Am I going to go for a complete set? Probably not, because to be honest, a lot of the games suck, but who knows? So, like I said, everything I'll be not wanting is going to the convention, which includes these. I'll be taking these with me. But, yeah, so if you're going to the convention and you see this video, even though I have like 8 subs, let me know, hit me up, and if you know, maybe we can work out something if you want something from me. Anyway, that's it, guys. I don't know how many more pickup videos I'll be doing because I am saving for the convention. It is already May the 6th as I'm recording this. Convention's in like a little less than 2 months, so, you know, it's going to be an expense, you know, it's an expense to go. But, yeah, I'll see you all later.